Today I'm tying Moc Cert, a sewing fly designed by friends of Moc Morgan to incorporate all the best elements of sewing flies into one pattern. We tied on sizes 12 up to 2.0 depending on the state of the water. It's the most popular pattern we sell here at Flyman. We have sold hundreds of them. Customers take the trouble to report back good catches from many rivers. And basically, it's a black and silver pattern which is deadly for sewing. Many sewing flies are designed to fish at night, hence the lack of other colours in the Moc Cert. It's got all the ingredients of profile, flash and movement to attract fish. Here are the things you'll need. First of all, a mustard 80050 hook, like this, very sharp, lovely shape. We're using black smflyman spider thread on a right bobbin. Hairline golden pheasant topping feathers, they have a lovely curve to them. We're using smflyman fine oval tinsel in silver, which I've mounted on a flared steel bobbin. For the silver body, we're using Mylar medium silver. And here's the best dubbing of all, seal's fur. This is black seal's fur. The hackle is a black hen, not too webby. The wing is dyed black squirrel. The overwing is some strands of peacock sword. Fine point sharp scissors, indispensable. English pattern hackle pliers. And to finish off, Sally Hansen hard as nails varnish. Let's get tying. First we secure the mustard hook in the vise, take our black thread, catch it in and wind it down in touching turns. We're aiming for a point just opposite the hook point. Trimming off the waist, touching turns gives a good level foundation for the fly. Okay, we select a topping feather, tie it in to curve upwards, a couple of turns to secure it, saw it back and forth a bit to get it in the right position. Trim off the waist, and now we take the ribbing. This is the smflyman French oval, thin silver. I've put it in a flared steel bobbin. Catch it in. Put the bobbin out of the way. Wind down the hook, tying off the rib. The rear body is about 2/3 of the fly, so don't go too far. Trim off the excess. Right, Mylar tinsel. This is by Uni. You might notice it's dual coloured, gold on one side, silver on the other, which is very handy. I've tapered the point for tying in. Bind it down firmly. Nothing worse than a Mylar body, carry unwound. And now we're going to wind it down to the end of the body and back up in close turns. Mylar is a very good body material. Maybe not the most durable, which is why it needs a good ribbing. Okay, we've got to the end of the body. Now we're going to wrap back upwards, keeping the Mylar nice and tight. Heading back to the point where we tied it in. Okay, once we're there, we tie it off. A couple of turns. Trim off the waist. Now we need our black seal's fur. Little pinch, not too much. Less is always more when it comes to dubbing. Just covering up the cut end of the Mylar. And now we come to the dubbing, which is twisted on between thumb and forefinger. Make a little rope. Wind it forward. Perhaps a little bit more. That should do it. A couple more turns with that. Okay. So we'll just put in a couple of half hitches there to hold things stable while we wind the ribbing. We're going to wind in the opposite direction to the Mylar and the dubbing. This helps the ribbing stand out. We're starting off with the turns being fairly close together. They get gradually a little bit wider and wider as we progress up the body. We make the transition now from the Mylar to the dubbed part. We're trapping some of those fibers, but we will fluff them out afterwards. Tie off the excess. Cut it away. Okay, so we pull out some fibers. And now we're ready for the hackle. This is black hen. We stripped away the fluff. We're positioning the hackle. It's a handy little way to do it, holding the stalk and the tip. We're winding down with quite a lot of turns. We don't want this to pull out when we're winding it. And we can reduce some of the bulk by back winding if we want to. Here come the English hackle pliers. Clip them on the end of the hackle. We don't want too many turns. 1 turn, 2 turns is quite enough. Okay, now we tie off the hackle. Cut away the hackle tip. Cut away the hackle stem. Now we've got a hackle that is 360 at the moment. So we're going to flatten the fibers down on either side. We don't want them on top because that's where the wings are going to go. So we stroke them down, we stroke them back, and then we put in a few turns to lock them in place. Like so. Kept the stray fibers didn't cooperate. Chop them off. There we go. Okay, so there's our hackle. Now we need a wing. The wing is black squirrel. Nice mobile wing. Cut ourselves a bunch. Offer it up. We want it to extend about the same distance as the tail, more or less. Tie it in on top. Hold it up. Take a couple of locking turns around the hair itself. And then we want to set the angle of the wing. Sitting a bit high at the moment because of those locking turns, so let's take it down a bit. And now we can trim off the roots of the wing. This is where those sharp, fine tip scissors are so indispensable. They are really, really good. Right, now we're ready for the overwing of Peacock Sword. Love Peacock Sword. Beautiful iridescent feather fibers. Not necessarily the easiest material to tie in and to get it to behave. Right, we offer the fibers up. We'd like them to stay like that. We hold them loosely in place. We take a loose turn over the top. Well, that seems to be pretty good. Now we can trim off the roots of those sword fibers. Again, see how useful these scissors are. They're cutting right in, trimming away all that waste. Then we form the head. Make a whip finish. And we're ready for varnish. Sally Hansen Hard as Nails, one of the best varnishes there is. You don't want too much. Soaks in nicely to the dressing. Holds everything nicely in place. And there you have it, the Moc Cert. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, take a look at a few of our other fly tying tutorials, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.